Now, I hate creating seating chart. It is one of my least favorite things to do in my classroom. So, instead of doing something I hate, I decided to change the way I do it. I use groups of 3 within my classroom. It works best for me and my students. Now, the way I create those groups is using a random group generator called ClassroomScreen. Now, this isn't sponsored, but it is one of my most favorite tools that I have found to create groups for your class. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Johanna Kuiper, and I help math teachers engage their students academically so they can deeply understand and love math. And one of the best ways to get students engaged in math is to use groups. Now, today we're going to be talking about ClassroomScreen and how to use it to create groups for your classroom. Here's a quick tutorial. So I am inside of ClassroomScreen, and I'm on the home page. So there is a free version and the paid version. Most of the features you can get within the free version. I upgraded to the pro version, which is $29 a year, which is a pretty good price. Like, I'm willing to pay that because the pro version allows you to save your screens and not have to remake it every single time you load the page again. So I'm going to show you my test group. First, the name lists. This right here is my test class. I haven't loaded my list for this school year yet, but you can see I created a new name list. I can add all the students here, up to 100 students, which I really hope you do not have in your class. That'd be crazy. So all of them here. Then I go home, and then I can create a new screen. And this is what I would project on my TV when students walk into the class for the day. And here is this. So the way it works, let's delete this, is if I go down here, I would go to Group Maker. I would click on the little cog, and then I would choose my list. Right now I only have one list because I haven't started this school year. So I'd click Test Class. I would choose how many groups I wanted. So there are 17 students in this class, so let's do 5 groups. No, we need 6. Okay. And then you can change the color if you want to. I don't, because I like this one. All right, then I'm going to hit Create Groups. And it's going to populate groups of 3, or because there's 17, a group of 2. And then from here, there are a couple of things that I can do. So say Noah has an IEP that says he needs to be in the front of the classroom. So what I can do for me, group 2 is in the front of the classroom. So I can lock him in place. Now I can hit shuffle, and Noah's going to stay in group 2, but everyone in his group will be randomized. And what I love about this is I am following the student's IEP with them being in the front, but they are also getting the benefits of having a random group. So it's the best of both worlds. But what if, I really want James to be with Noah that day? It's not part of the random group system or the idea behind it, but you can drag and drop students into a new group. I will say though, it is always systematized, or it is populated in alphabetical order. So if you don't want your students to know, make sure it's also in alphabetical order. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you, and it's probably one of my favorite features, is how you can exclude certain pairings from happening. So let's say Abigail and James cannot be in the same group. It is fire every single time. So what I can do in name lists is I can go to Abigail, click Student Settings, and I can exclude a certain person. And then I can hit James, and it will exclude that from happening. This is actually a new feature. I have not seen this, and I just used this past school year. This is so cool. Priority pairing. Make sure students stay in the same group. I love that. That's fantastic. Because last year in one of my classes, I had to have a student with another one to help them work through some anxiety issues. This feature would have been fantastic for that. Wow, I love it. Let's try it out. Let's say Abigail needs to be with Alana. Pair. Okay. So now we're looking for 2 things. Abigail to not be with James and Abigail to be with Alana. So let's do this. That was awesome. So Abigail is with Alana in the first group, and James is not in her group. Let's try it again. I wonder Okay, there we go. I was wondering for a second if it would only have them two in that group, but it didn't. When I shuffled again, it had 3. That's a really cool feature. I got to learn that with you guys in real time. Awesome. So I think I've gone through all of the pieces of ClassroomScreen that I really enjoy. And that's how you use ClassroomScreen. If you have any questions about using groups, creating groups, what to do with your groups, drop them down below and I'll get back to you. And with that, I'll calculator.